Hello everyone, this is GSTE, and today I'm going to be reviewing Gamera versus Viras. So I'm just gonna, get it over with. I'm gonna tell you that this is so far the worst movie in the Gamera series. One of the worst movies I've seen, except some of the Showa era Godzilla movies and other stuff like that. But let's just start. The plot, I will give it a 4 out of 10. Mostly because there's not really any character development. Story was boring and not really that good. And there's this silly music playing throughout the whole movie. I don't mean, the Gamera theme song. I mean this stuff. So yeah, the plot wasn't really that good. There was no character development. There was no anything really story. It was just kind of pretty dumb. The characters were pretty bad and kind of annoying at best. So I'm gonna have to give characters a 3 out of 10. Now for the designs. Gamera's design is, about the same as the design in Gamera vs. Gauss. Maybe a little bit more aggressive looking. Maybe a little bit. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. Virus's design is not really that good at all, really. He kind of looks like a generic squid, and I didn't really like his design that much. It's not as creative as Baragon or Gauss even. And his design kind of looks kind of silly to me. The spaceship design is pretty good, and I like it a lot. But it doesn't really make up for the other stuff. So designs are gonna have to be 4 out of 10. Cause I didn't really like them that much, and it kind of outweighs the good, which is Gamera's design and the spaceship's design. The monster scenes and fights. They were kind of good. At least the new monster scenes were good, but they have clips from the last 3 movies that last over 13 minutes. That's about like 10%, about 10% of the movie. And also they took scenes from Gamera destroying the city from Gamera 1965 and 1966. But as for the new fight scenes, they're pretty good. And yeah, they're pretty good. I didn't think there was much really bad about them. They're just not really that interesting, mostly because of the designs, and some stuff happens. It's a little silly. I don't like this. The Gamera's he's gliding with the Virus. It just seems kind of silly. I don't think it's really that good, but the first and last time Gamera attacks the spaceship was the best part. I like that a lot. That was pretty good. But I'm gonna have to give it a 5 out of 10. Is kind of even for me. I didn't really like it that much in a lot of areas, so at most I'm gonna have to give it that. The effects were pretty good. And the lasers and the super cat tray look pretty good as well as the electric bubble. But the scene where the squid monsters combine doesn't really look that good. But that's just taking everything into consideration. Not taking everything into consideration. There's a lot more stuff I didn't really like, and it's not really that good, and it's not really that bad either. So that means it's gonna have to be a tie again. So that means another 5 out of 10. So that's about it for this review. I wouldn't recommend watching this movie that much. I don't really think it's that good. The movie's not really that interesting. The characters, the stories, of course it makes sense, but it's pretty dumb. It's not really that good at all. Unlike the last ones where it was intriguing with the story of the farmers, the villagers, whatever, and the rail, whatever they're called, the construction people. They want to build a highway through their land, so villagers don't want that, but secretly they do want it because they want more money. So the more struggle they put up, the more money they'll get. But in the end, they decide to do what's right for the whole world, basically, because Gauss got out of control. He's eating all these people and stuff. They decide to cause a forest fire to attract Gamera, even though it's gonna, ruin the whole land and stuff. So that was intriguing. I like that a lot. But this movie it's pretty dumb. It doesn't really have much of anything new. It's just kind of like a boring story with these kids, and they get captured, and it doesn't really lead to much of anything. It's just Gamera gets free, destroys the ship, fights a monster. It's not really like the other ones where the story was kind of relying on the fight and stuff. It's kind of silly, I think. I didn't really like it, but you guys probably won't like it either, since I like the other ones and a lot of people don't like the other ones. But this movie I didn't think was that good, but I recommend that you watch it for the reason that you don't take my word for it on how the movie was, or anyone else's word, but just to make your own thoughts and feelings about the movie without anyone else's opinion swaying your thoughts. And I just made this to say what I thought about the movie, not to tell you guys what you should think about the movie or something. It's just what I think about it after watching it a couple times. So, but that's it for this review. If you like this review and you want to see me review more Gamera movies or eventually Godzilla movies in the future, then stay tuned and comment. And thank you for watching, and that's about it. Goodbye.